Okay, it's the end of my second full day here in China, and I am exhausted. I woke up feeling tired, even though I'd slept about 8 hours at least, and had a whole bunch of coffee. I just couldn't really wake up. I just spent like 8 hours walking around Macau. And I'm just completely out of it. I think I'm gonna get back to the hotel and collapse. Right now I'm actually in a high-speed ferry heading back to Hong Kong. I took the same ferry to get here this morning. So I think the verdict on Macau is that it's all right. It was worth the visit. The casinos fall a little bit short of what I've seen in Vegas, but it's still a respectable second place. Sorry about the noise, by the way. This ferry has like a jet turbine engine, I think, and it's right behind me. Yeah, the casinos were okay. The Portuguese colonial ruins were pretty small. Really, I wasn't that impressed at all. But I mean, they're just worth visiting once, I guess. Like one of them is one of the famous ruins is like the facade of a church, and that's all that's left. The facade. The other three walls just are no longer there. The roof isn't there. There's nothing else, just a facade. That part of town is really touristy, a lot of tourist trap type establishments. You know, buy your Rolex, t-shirts, that kind of thing. Macau itself was an alright city. It was less crowded than Hong Kong, certainly less crowded than Kowloon. I don't know. It didn't seem more run down than Kowloon. If anything, it was slightly nicer. Just some like general observations. Oh yeah, and I should say I got kicked out of the Sands Casino, or not kicked out. They yelled at me because I tried to record this video inside there, and no recorder was allowed. So the security people came over and were pretty mad at me, and they sat there and made me go through my phone and delete the video and the photos I'd taken from inside there. General observations: Chinese people are shorter than the average American, and they're much thinner. I haven't seen a single obese person my whole time here. And people are polite. You know, I don't feel unsafe. I haven't felt unsafe anywhere so far on this trip. The streets are remarkably clean. It's just that a lot of the buildings do look outdated and junky and kind of not well constructed. I don't know if this is an earthquake-prone area, you know, this part of China, but I wouldn't, if it were, I sure wouldn't want to be living in one of these concrete high-rises in either Hong Kong or Macau. The mass transit in around here really is quite impressive, and that includes this speed ferry that I'm in right now. Just everything, the ticket purchase process, check-in, the boarding process is very fast and efficient. I mean, the subways are great. They really have most of America beaten in that regard in Hong Kong. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just absolutely pooped, and I'm just gonna go to the hotel, collapse in the bed, and there'll probably be lights out. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow.